Content standards define what all K-12 students should know across a variety of content areas. Content standards have been guiding Montana's teachers since the 19th century, and those standards are periodically revised to make sure students are receiving a relevant and challenging education. Before we explain today's 21st century process, it's important to take a quick look back. The development of academic standards for Montana's public school students date back to 1895, when the state's third superintendent of public instruction created a lengthy document to outline a course of study for the common schools. From the 1960s to the 1990s, content area study guides and curriculum guides were developed by the Office of Public Instruction to meet the statutory responsibility of the superintendent. Since the mid-20th century, Montana's public schools have moved from a prescriptive curriculum to key content learning standards. This shift in education gives Montana teachers the ability to create classroom tools and instruction that meet the needs of all students. By 1998, the Board of Public Education charged the OPI with facilitating a process to develop content standards for a variety of subject areas. Then, in 2005, the board outlined a standards revision process to assure Montanans that public schools are providing all children with challenging academic expectations. A 2015 update to Montana Code Annotated 20-7-101 added negotiated rulemaking for developing content standards. The negotiated rulemaking process aims to bring educators, content experts, and members of the public together. The Superintendent of Public Instruction selects members based on the requirements of the law. This code also requires an economic impact statement to measure the potential cost to schools of implementing new content standards. Federal education laws do make general statements about what's expected of all students across the country, but only states are able to develop content standards that define what our students should know and be able to do. At the same time, local school boards have a responsibility to adopt curriculum aligned with those state standards. The Montana Board of Public Education also plays a role in adopting content standards. Among the board's chief duties is to approve standards of accreditation. The board's revision process outlines that standards should be rigorous, clear, measurable, and address cultural diversity. The Office of Public Instruction's role in creating content standards is to facilitate the content writing and legislative processes. After the revision and negotiated rulemaking committees have completed their work, and progress has been reported to the Board of Public Education and the Interim Education Committee of the Legislature, the Superintendent of Public Instruction will make a recommendation to the Board of Public Ed for adoption of proposed standards. Next steps include scheduling public hearings and the opportunity for the public to submit written comments to the Board of Public Education. When the public hearings have wrapped up, it's up to the board to approve the new content standards. Throughout the revision process and after adoption, the Office of Public Instruction supports professional development to help teachers learn about the standards and up-to-date strategies to help students achieve. It takes about 2 years to move through the entire process, but the time and effort are well spent in ensuring that Montana's content standards are the best for Montana's students. For instance, the art standards that were adopted in 2016 have an implementation date of July 2017. Districts had a full year to plan for how and when they will update curriculum to match the standards. Upcoming standards revision will update some standards that have been in place since 2000, like social studies and world languages. With digital literacy and computer science, Montana's standards will really ramp up 21st century skills of critical thinking, problem solving, and computational thinking, ensuring that all students are ready for college, career, and community. The Board of Public Education adopted this schedule in 2017, but stay tuned, adjustments can be made as needed. For more information on the overall process of content standards revision, please visit opi.mt.gov. If you're interested in participating in Montana's content standards revision, check the OPI website for application details.